The hottest pop culture stories of the day. Like, we got to talk about Pink and Carrie Hart and the drama that went down and is still going on. Plus, they tried to make him go to rehab, and he probably will since it's court ordered. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
And Pink and Carrie Hart are... No one knows. Nobody freaking knows. As we know, yesterday it broke that Pink and Carrie Hart on People, a People exclusive, they are divorcing, separated, done. Within like an hour, Pink went to social media saying, well, this is news to me. So that's crazy. Who wants to tell my kids? And also fake news. Also, you should be covering this.
She went in a real place of like, I told y'all how to do your job.
And she's like, if you don't hear it from me, it didn't happen. And I'm like, okay. If we're going to call a spade, which our show does, and I know the internet gets mad at us all the time. Trust me, I've read the comments. Part of me feels like you're getting kind of worked up for a fake story then.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And I know that's not fair because, right, like people go, that's how would you react? I wouldn't. I've read a lot of things about me online, and I usually don't get too worked up by it. Even when they're true, it doesn't even bug me that much. I get it. I do stutter.
It would be weird. I think what would bother me is not the regular gossip rag. These are the gossip rags that we know, especially people, that it's coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
And Pink's like, which of my people said this to you? You're supposed to be the ones who are on my side.
Yeah.
That would then make me get a little reactive.
So Kendall.
Yes.
Maybe it wasn't her people.
Uh-huh.
You think Carrie did it?
It's possible.
Do you think this is all have to do... Okay, so then the follow-up to this is that she's moving to New York. And when you say she, it's like, well, do you mean her whole family? Like, she's got kids and a husband. That she's been seen around her Soho house, which she's probably had for a while. But the idea is that they're moving to New York out of California, where they've lived at their vineyard for over a decade, because she might be taking over the Kelly Clarkson show, which she has guest hosted before. So this isn't like too far out there. It's not like just some random singer. And she does seem like someone who this could be a move. You know, like there are singers that you go, no. But like...
I love this theory, and I love that you brought this. The only thing that holds me back is she doesn't seem like the type that would want to do the same thing day in, day out.
True.
I mean, but that being said, every artist has to do that. I mean, when they go on concerts, they have to think, you know, she's to sing So What how many times?
Tour.
So maybe they're more, maybe she's less punk rock than I'm putting her in, the idea of like, oh, could she like, you know, I have to come here every day, Monday through Friday, and I just have given up on my punk rock lifestyle.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah. It's hard. Gotta grow up.
Gotta grow up someday.
So yeah, there's a lot of things where I go, okay, so let's play in the pretend world that she is taking this Kelly Clarkson role. A part of me goes, there could be two theories.
Okay.
One, she said yes to this and said, Carrie Hart, pack your bags. You're going to New York. So he's saying, no, I'm not. Or there's another part of me that goes, things aren't going well with me and Carrie, and I'm ready for a fresh start. I'm headed to New York City.
But like to leave her kids?
No, I mean like, you know, just to do the bi-coastal of it all. Like,
and the kids would probably come with her from the side. I will say there was kind of a blind, and there was some talk that this might all be the reason. But when you go to his social media, he's been posting since the blizzard in New York. He's living in New York with her. So, like, we didn't get this confirmation until after this story came out that, oh, no, actually, they've been living in New York. When you go onto his social media, he looks like, for the last few weeks, he's been a New York guy.
What?
New York City?
So then it really doesn't make sense.
It's this story. That angle would not make sense if that is indeed the case, which still, though, you have to ask, there's got to be some smoke to this fire, because who was the one to leak it? Yeah. Was there an argument about something else? Was there something that blew up? One was venting to one person's people. The wrong person overheard it or saw the wrong text message and all of a sudden ran over to people and said, we're breaking the story. Something happened there.
Because, like, people's not going to run this unless they have...
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
Like, now, Radar Online, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
They would run with anything. Daily Mail, yeah, for sure. The wind blows hard enough and they're like, is Mariah Carey a serial killer? But people online, they have normally they're like, this person contacted us. We can't say who it was, but it's an insider or insiders. Because that's how they do journalism. They work with, that's why they have these exclusives. They work hand in hand with the celebrity. They tell us how you're going to tell us this. They make deals and wheels and all the things. And that's exactly how they exist. So you're right. Like somebody told them this.
And it was also an exclusive. It had that little red thing that says exclusive on it. That's usually proof.
And Mike, to be clear, when they had, I don't want to call it the rebuttal, when they did the second article that's like, now she's not saying this, they quoted themselves as saying she is responding to a People exclusive, to which they doubled down. Yeah. Their freaking law team isn't going to let them do that unless they have something.
Yeah, they're holding their ground. They're like, we're the Wall Street Journal now. I don't know if you knew that, but we know. We know.
I mean, they're pretty much ours in the sense that like they have some credibility.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Are Carrie Hart and Pink broken up? Is there smoke to this fire? Or was it all just a joke in the first place? Very curious.
Is life just a joke to them? All right, Shia LaBeouf ran around Mardi Gras, so much so Mardi Gras police went, you've gone too far, which I don't know anybody who's really experienced that. Shia LaBeouf finally had to answer for the things that he did during Mardi Gras, which includes putting his hands in his own shirt and trying to headbutt people.
He was cold.
It's just my favorite imagery. Well, it looks like he's going to have to pay a $100,000 bond as conditions of his release from custody. On top of that, they initially revoked his jail release, and then they're looking at telling him he has to attend rehab.
Okay, I love that it's a $100,000 bond. They're like, oh, this is Shia LaBeouf. Let's make some money up in here, Louisiana.
$100,000 bond, so I think he'd pay 10% on that to get out, or he'd pay it all and get it all back.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was ordered to compete in a rehab. I've won rehab and nothing happened with my life. He was ordered to complete rehab, submit to regular testing, and stay away from alleged victims in the bar where the drunken Mardi Gras fight happened.
I think too that we'll see more of this. I think this bar is eventually going to have charges against him, right? Like, if he was, again, as we've said many times, if you are that drunk on Mardi Gras that you're getting arrested, congratulations. Because, like, that is hard to do.
Yeah.
It's like getting arrested at Oktoberfest. You kidding me? People, literally pee their pants sitting in their lederhosen and they're like, all right, buddy, time to go. But
like, hey, maybe you should drink some water or not. I don't know if you're overhydrated.
Like, nobody cares. I mean, it's I would be surprised if we didn't see that, or at least some type of restraining order where like you're never allowed to come back in this bar again.
And this is on the heels of the story we had yesterday that said that he actually, the police were called to his home even before all of this Mardi Gras stuff because of a domestic violence call where he actually called the cops against a woman in his house who he says has had a history of being arrested for attempting to stab somebody. So there's a lot happening in his life right now, and I think rehab might be a good place for him.
I think it'd be a great place.
Work through it.
Hey guys, as somebody who's attended rehab, I would love a stint right now.
I've never gotten to rehab, but I've been on a tour of like the haunted killings in New Orleans. Let me tell you, he could be on that list. He's going down that rabbit hole. This is how they all start. When you go on those tours that are like right there in where Mardi Gras takes place, they're like, first they were known as the drunk at Mardi Gras, and then they dated this girl, and then she shoved him in an oven.
Oh, so you're saying like that's his path?
It could be.
I was like, why are you acting like rehab is like a haunted? I'm like, I went to a really nice facility. It was lovely. I was so confused. I was like, it wasn't haunted there.
No, to be clear.
Like I had to share a bedroom with somebody, but like it wasn't that bad. It was kind of like a nice break.
No, just New Orleans.
Okay, got it.
Just Nolo.
Got it. I was literally going, Kendall, I don't... Like, honestly,
Do you know what happens at rehab?
I was like, Hazleton's like one of the nicest places I've ever been to. I had a relative go there, and I was like, so jealous that's not where I went. And to which, like, sometimes I go, man, just like a timeout week would be really nice.
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about the French Quarter.
And Shia LaBeouf in general, like, I think him taking a little bit of a break, a formal break might be nice
just
for him.
Just a little timeout.
Just like, clear your head up. Get some good sleep.
You know who's not a timeout? Rihanna.
I hope not.
She just had her third baby, and she's had like 3, 2, and 1, like bing, bang, boom with her kiddos. She just did a video of like a get ready for the day with me type video on Instagram. Mm-hmm. She's clocking herself at 2:39 and 3:22 inside a studio. Are we getting new music?
Ooh.
She said she wouldn't do it anymore.
Well, Riri lied to us because she's definitely in the studio and she's definitely like making music. Why else would she be there with her notebook, head down over the spaceship that Mike performs in front of every day?
A pen and a pad?
I'm just saying. I think that she's making, we're teasing some new music out here. And if she's putting it on her Instagram, she wants us to see it.
Yeah, that's usually that's the point of the Instagram.
And we did just get a song from her last year, remember? Mm-hmm. Friend of Mine from the Smurfs movie.
Yes.
It was a really bad song where they just kind of say friend of mine over and over again.
I'm sure Kai would love it. He loves those repetitive, annoying songs.
Yeah, honestly, he has horrible taste in music.
Considering it was for the Smurfs movie, that's probably what they were going for, the audience she was trying to get to.
I'm not going to judge Riri on that Smurf song. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there.
So she's made music. It's possible.
So you're saying I shouldn't get my hopes up because this might just be for another
Smurfs
movie
too.
or like a commercial.
This could be a good jingle for her brand of whatever.
Did Smurfs make money?
Smurfs made money, yes.
God, that's how bad we can make things for kids. It will automatically make money.
It was a $58 million budget, brought in 124. It's not great, but it did well. I mean, it did okay.
That sounds good to me.
Well, the budget and the marketing, it probably broke even, actually.
I think, so like the Rihanna of this is that you forget how many bangers Rihanna makes.
Because she's, what was
Taylor just tied her.
Yeah, that's right. I was just going to say that because
14 number one hits on the Billboard Hot 100.
The only reason I ever start to remember is she does a Super Bowl appearance, or we get a thing like yesterday with Taylor Swift saying this is only the second time I've actually had 2 songs from one album on the number 1 at the Hot 100, and then Mike gave us that detail. We're like, Rihanna is one of the only other people who's in that zeitgeist.
Beatles, Mariah Carey, Rihanna.
I went to a Rihanna concert, you guys. First off, she goes, St. Paul. And secondly, all I could do was go, oh my God, I forgot about this one. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot you. And everyone knows every word. Rihanna has so many hits. You don't even realize it till you're going, we've been here for 2 hours and it's all been insanely popular songs.
And she hasn't even done Umbrella.
Do Umbrella! My friend Kendall wants you to do Umbrella.
Ella.
Make Tom Holland dance.
Bring Tom Holland out. Also, we're technically in Minneapolis. Nope, never mind. We're St. Paul.
It's fine.
We've got follow-up to a story we've had and we've been talking about all week long. That is the drama between Colton and Lisa. That's Colton Underwood from originally Bachelor fame, Bachelor in Paradise, then Bachelorette. Then he was on The Masked Singer. Then he's most recently been on Traitors. And he had a big run-in with Lisa Rinna. We didn't know what the story was. We had the back and forth about her being drugged at a party. We then had his team put out a statement saying, no, he was kind of the hero. He was the one who recognized it. She then responded and said, I think I was actually drugged with fentanyl, and my husband is the one who helped me. Said nothing about Colton in that entire statement.
I missed this yesterday.
That was yesterday.
She has come out.
She came out and actually they went to the hospital. She, based on the levels and everything, she believes it was fentanyl, that she was somebody slipped her.
Amphetamines and fentanyl were in her system, yeah.
What?
Yeah, she said it on some New York morning show.
Yeah. So she confirmed that. And then last night we had the Traitors finale and reunion. No spoilers here, absolutely at all. But I'm just going to say there's a part that I'll talk about in the reunion show because I believe I know where the unfollow came from.
The unfollow.
Because the unfollow happened right after the reunion show. Mm-hmm. Now, we know Colton Underwood in the backstory. We've been highlighting him all week long, but he's had the run-in. He had the restraining order against him, Cassie Randolph. We've gone into that story in great detail. He, during the show at one point, because of the role Lisa was in, he basically just said, I'm going to hold her. His plan was, I'm going to hold you hostage. Is kind of how he worded it.
Okay.
Within the sense of the gameplay. They're playing a game.
Right.
And he said, I'm going to kind of take you hostage in this role, like just acting like I'm coming after you because I think I know something about you type of a thing. To which Lisa responded during the reunion show with, "Are you sure that's the wording you wanted to use? Taking me hostage? Being a hostage?" And then Candace was right next to her saying, "Yeah, that's an interesting choice. Hostage?" And again, this idea that they basically took his pass and twisted it into the words of the gameplay and basically said, "Are you sure you wanted to use hostage?" Because they knew it was going to get a bunch of clicks. They knew it was going to get a bunch of people talking about it. To which Colton actually, in his defense, had the perfect response where he said, "Lisa, you at one point in the game said you wanted to slit my bleeping throat," because she did.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game.
It's a game where you pretend to kill people. And that's such a funny thing because everybody on that show, at one point, Johnny was almost crying when somebody was killed in front of him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, is Johnny going to talk about this in therapy like it really was a murder? Because I'm really concerned that they don't know that all these people are in some green room. They're fine.
Well, Johnny might. Johnny Weir might go to therapy and be like, "I saw murder, girl." One
guy, Ron, said, "You know when Ian passed away last night? Hey, guys, Ian's at home with his family, to be clear.
He's having sushi, okay?
Ian's fine."
So I think based on when I was watching the reunion, that was the moment where you could just tell and Colton, like I said, had that perfect response. They went back and forth for a second, and finally Lisa just did the whole, "You can't tell me what to say. I'm Lisa bleeping Rinna." And it's just like, okay, you totally tried to take his pass, a problematic pass at that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
the stalker situation. Mm-hmm. And then you tried to basically use that against him. I will say there's a Vanity Fair article that just dropped in joint with this reunion last night. He sits down and answers all of the questions. So if you had any question about anything that's happened with him in his bachelor life from the last 6 years, he answered them all in this Vanity Fair article.
I'm curious, do they ask, and did you read the whole thing or just a little bit of it?
I read bullet points. I literally just saw it here right before we started this bit.
I'll be so curious to see if he addresses, I think a lot of people's question is like, did you have an idea before you became the Bachelor that maybe you were gay? I think a lot of Bachelor fans are like, did you just use this to get famous, knowing that you didn't actually have any interest in any of these people?
Sure.
Or
were you in such deep denial?
Yeah. Or was it what you've said in the past? You know, I'm really curious if what he's going to say about that.
Yeah.
Or if he does say anything.
Sounds like he really opens up. So again, you can check out that Vanity Fair article, and we'll probably break it down next week as well.
It's Hot to Blow.
At this point in Hot to Go, we head on over to Mike Ganger, the blind item expert, and our producer. What secret on the internet might be the next to blow?
Well, there's a conversation around Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun. We've seen them out and about all the time. We're seeing them just a week ago. They were doing some karaoke. They were having a good old time. They've been in Central Park. It seems like they're just loving life.
They're in love, and has his kids probably 25% of the time.
And he's a billionaire.
He's got to go run around and sit on Pride Rock over at Central Park.
Well, we now in the blind items have, I guess, maybe a hint at why this might be the case. Because according to the blind items, the reason why she is hanging out with Scooter is because it gives her a little bit of leverage, or at least perceived leverage against somebody she's currently a business partner with.
Who's that?
That person would be Jeffrey Bezos.
What are they business partners in?
Her new lingerie line.
CERN?
Yeah. Siren.
That makes
CERN.
sense. Also, CERN has a new drop coming out in March that actually looks cute.
Siren.
So the conversation in the blind items are that Bezos, we've seen him. Mm-hmm. We've seen him out and about with Lauren Sanchez. Well, the blind items are leading us to believe that maybe Bezos is getting a little more crazy with some of the asks when it comes to the business, and maybe a little more unprofessional.
Like the boundaries are getting a little weird.
The boundaries are a little. I'm not going to say I've used the word throuple or I've seen the word throuple, but that's something I've seen.
I mean, who wouldn't with Sydney Sweeney?
I mean, get it.
No, wait. That's not.
No, I didn't mean I obviously do not mean because of his position of power. I'm saying I meant babe.
Yeah, I just felt like I feel like we wouldn't. I feel like most people wouldn't. Like who've got like self-respect and restraint. Yeah. And, I feel like you wouldn't.
Oh,
The vibes
she's
you're
a
putting
babe.
out.
She's a babe.
Yeah. It's giving creep vibes right now, Kendall.
To be clear, I can see though, yes, if your boss is saying things like this to you and you're like, what? Like, I get that it's a lingerie line and you're giving me financial support, but that is it. There's a separation of church and state here.
Like, I need a hotter, bigger, badder ally.
Somebody, that like will really have my back with this.
Also, kind
interesting.
of hot for a billionaire as well.
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference. He's hot for a 200 billionaire. Like, he's got $224 billion, whereas, maybe Scooter's hitting $1 billion.
Maybe.
I don't think, to be clear, I don't think Bezos is hot for a billionaire. I don't know.
Are you kidding me? For $224 billion?
I do like when he
you
fell
can look
in
like
that
Benny
crater.
Blanco and you're hot for a billionaire with that much money.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. Bezos is not my type, but he fell in that hole. I did like that because I just thought he really loved Lauren.
That's for love. Yeah, he looks like such a nerd.
I know, I'm such a nerd. Like,
I'm gonna fall.
I liked that part of him.
Well,
for
the way
sure.
his looks have been improving, just give it a couple of years. He's going to look even hotter.
Yeah, but I don't.
He's got money.
I like. Yeah.
Part of me also thinks Sydney Sweeney's
Because
someone.
he's bald. Is that what you're saying?
No,
The
he's
bald
got
thing?
like no, like he gets.
Okay.
It kind of gets worse as he gets more work done. He's one of those people where you go, I would like you to age a little. I like the nerdy part of you.
Got
The
it.
guy who
less
falls
hard.
in the crater, the one who wears cargo pants.
Yeah.
I don't really like this. I'm pretending to like the Met Gala guy.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry.
No, I was just the last thing I was gonna say about Sydney too is that I just think she's also someone who, for as like attractive as she is when it comes to dating Jeff Bezos, I think her fiance, what's his name, Davino?
Yeah.
Davino. She's someone who's like, I don't really need you to be super hot. I just
Lauren
need-
Sanchez, you're saying?
No,
So
Sydney Sweeney.
she meant to say Scooter Braun when dating. You said
Oh,
dating
yeah.
Jeff Bezos. You
Sorry.
meant to say
I
Scooter
was
Braun.
Yes,
so
I
all
meant
over the
Scooter
place.
Braun.
Yeah.
I think that she's somebody who is like one of those people that you go, I wouldn't expect you to be with that person,
Yeah.
but like it kind of checks out, right?
There you go.
Interesting.
It's Hot Mess.
Well, this hot mess is not a traditional hot mess for us. This is someone who's literally messy. But do we like it? We're talking about Benny Blanco. He was just on a podcast, and it's a video format, and he sits down on the couch, and this man who is married to Selena Gomez pulls up his feet. They're dirty as hell. Looks like he just walked through the jungle to get there himself. And then he farts on command into the microphone just to show that he can. And fans of Selena Gomez are like, this woman needs to leave this man. One, he's messy, but like he's got a unibrow. Did you think he wouldn't be?
Yeah, what were you expecting?
Like, his shirt also looks like it went through the Sahara Desert. And two, I don't know, man. You ever lived with a boy? Like, that's just what they do.
Not on the debut episode of their podcast.
I can't imagine
That's
a world
so
where
bizarre.
Mike did this.
Oh, man.
Kind of gross.
On the mic of a podcast, by the way, that you're debuting. Okay.
I cannot imagine Mike Ganger doing
No.
this.
Never.
Never.
Mostly because
Thank
he
you.
has a lot
I
of clean
appreciate that.
socks with him at all times. So he's never in dirty socks.
No.
So to have dirty feet would be a task.
Nope. Not doing that.
I don't know. I mean, is the internet's reaction a little aggressive?
I think so. I think that Selena kind of likes this part of him. I also think Selena Gomez is somebody who has constantly the feeling of having to be perfect. And she's kind of like really found herself in that, like, almost it's gone too far where she goes, the expectations, all of the things. I think Benny Blanco is somebody that is like bubblegum for her brain. She goes, the expectations are low. Look at him.
Yeah.
He made a bathtub full of cheese. Like, it's
He
fine.
paints his toenails.
No,
like
he doesn't.
Carpets.
He doesn't paint them. You can't. That's art. Somebody's
That's
doing
true.
art on his toes.
Yeah, like they look like sushi rolls.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
No, I think he really is. There's something about him, and I feel like sometimes I'm this for like straight laced guys. It's like, oh yeah, there's not a lot of expectations there. I might be the Benny Blanco in my relationships.
That's something to look at. Am I the Benny Blanco?
Am I the Benny Blanco?
Or am I the Selena Gomez?
Are you somebody? Yeah, I don't know, because I think there are people who go, because I I've dated people that are very type A and they like hanging out with me. And I'm always like, why? I had somebody clean the handles of my refrigerator. They're like,
Never
this
done
is
that?
They were no, I'm saying I've done that, but like at somebody else's house? No, I've never gone to somebody else's house waiting for them to get ready and they've cleaned the handles of your refrigerator because it was driving them crazy. And I was like,
my mom.
do you even want to open mouth kiss me after that? Like, should that be disgusting to you? They're like, oh, it's fine.
It's a whole nother layer when somebody who wants to date you. That's like, what?
I know. I'm shocked too.
I know.
I'm
It
shocked.
must have been nasty.
It was so.
Oh.
Yeah. I was making ice cream. So, like, they were really gross.
And your Ninja Creamy.
Thank you. Thanks for ruining that name for me, by the way.
You're welcome.
I literally can't look at that thing. Also, I've mastered at least 4 flavors, and I cannot wait for you guys to try.
I'm excited. I'm also excited for the day that someone asks me why we talk about the Ninja Creamy so much.
I will never be able to say the name of it. Now I just say I'm making ice cream. Yesterday, I was like, Mike, I'm making ice cream. He goes, you mean? I go, no, we're not allowed to say that. You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Another thing's Kendall's ruined. Hey, guys. I hope you like, subscribe, all the things.